learned from Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 0, as a Romelu Lukaku brace and a brilliant goal by Kovacic gave Chelsea the lead. So the first thing on the list is the fact that we should give Saúl Ñíguez time. After signing on loan from Atletico Madrid, Saúl made his Premier League debut in the showdown with Aston Villa right from the off. The Spaniard looked unsure of himself in the heart of Chelsea's midfield. Throughout the first half, Saúl was eager to impose himself on the ball. With that being said, Saúl would constantly hold on to the ball for too long. In Spain, players are used to having time on the ball and dictating the midfield. Unfortunately, it's not like that in the Premier League. You have to be sharp in possession and release the ball as quickly as possible. In the end, Saúl was taken off at half-time. There is no doubt that Saúl is a quality player on his day, but he needs time to find his feet. Once he gets into his stride, he will be a great addition. And in terms of Saúl Ñíguez, I think we got a player that is capable of making the ball, getting the ball, trying to dictate the play. But obviously the speed of the Premier League is obviously too high. We cannot state the fact that the Premier League is going to be a difficult league. It's not like the Liga where it will be simple play. You can have the ball easily. You're able to try and find a way to get the ball and try to dictate the play. But in the Premier League, you have no time because the players are all decent and they have no time on the ball. So the next thing on the list is the fact that Mateo Kovacic was instrumental in midfield. On Friday, Thomas Tuchel announced that N'Golo Kante was not fit to even be in the starting 11. As well as that, Tuchel confirmed that Jorginho was not fit to start. Alongside Saúl, Mateo Kovacic was given the nod in midfield. Every time the Croatian midfield puts on the infamous Chelsea shirt, he always gives it his all. Throughout the game with Aston Villa, Mateo Kovacic was at the heart of everything good for the Blues. When Chelsea were on the back foot, Mateo was quick to regain possession and drive through the hearts of the midfield and get Chelsea going. Not only did the Croatian international pick up an assist, but he also netted Chelsea's second when the Blues desperately needed a moment of magic as well. And in terms of Mateo Kovacic, he was a player that did very well. He was very good in terms of getting the ball, finding that brilliant cross to Romelu Lukaku, with a brilliant ball, and that showed his capability to break lines with his ability on the ball. And also when it comes to Mateo Kovacic, that goal that he scored, it shows his determination, his willingness to run and go at the defenders, to show his work rate, to show his passion, and that is something that I'm glad for him as he scored his first goal at the Stamford Bridge. So the next thing on the list is the fact that Edouard Mendy proving why he's one of the best in the league. Since signing from Rennes, Edouard Mendy has been ever present in Chelsea's nets. He's established himself as a real fans' favourite. In the clash with Aston Villa, there were times in the first half where Dean Smith's men were on top. When the away side were piling on the intensity, Mendy was forced into action. When called upon, Mendy was consistent and stood firm in keeping Aston Villa at bay. Despite Chelsea being solid at the back, when they do get exposed, Mendy is always there to reassure his teammates by performing when needed. And when it comes to Edouard Mendy, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the planet in my opinion. What he does on the ball, how he makes saves, he is such a class goalkeeper. When I saw him return to Chelsea training, he is someone that was ready to get back to the Chelsea team, ready to give another strong performance, and he is a very good cue by the likes of Frank Lampard. After realising Kepa Arrizabalaga was not up to the bill, but even though he has started to impress under Thomas Tuchel, Edouard Mendy is the goalkeeper that I think will take this Chelsea squad to the next level, as he has already done with his performances, and that is something that hopefully is able to replicate for a continuity of his season. And hopefully, the only thing that I'm scared about is the fact that if he has any injuries or anything that prevents him from playing games. So the next thing on the list is the fact that with Romelu Lukaku, the Blues are in safe hands. It was a no-brainer that Thomas Tuchel needed a striker to complete his well-rounded squad. The Blues have not had a world-class striker since Diego Costa. Since Diego Costa's departure, Chelsea have struggled to bring in strikers who will score consistently. Against Aston Villa, Romelu Lukaku rarely had a sniff. However, the forward had two clear-cut chances in which he tucked them away both. When the Blues rarely created chances, they need a clinical forward who can net when called upon. It's evident that Romelu is that man and will score some goals for the Blues. and Romelu Lukaku for £97.5 million by Marina Granovskaya clearly shows that it is an impressive signing both made by Tuchel and Marina, as Romelu Lukaku has clearly shown he is one of the most complete strikers in the world. You see the likes of United bringing Cristiano Ronaldo, he's a very good goal scorer as well, but Romelu Lukaku for Chelsea will be a brilliant success. He has a few 6 years in him, in my opinion. He's 28, 29. I think if he has the motivation and the determination to keep going on for the Blues, I think we will have a very strong period under the likes of Thomas Tuchel, and we might have our first manager who actually will be able to retain his job for more than 3-4 years and really be a success at this football club. So the final thing on the list is the fact that the squad depth that Chelsea has is phenomenal. Going into the game with Aston Villa, Thomas Tuchel named a completely different team to the one we saw at Liverpool. The likes of Trevor Chalobah, Saul, Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech started. In the bigger games, this will not even be Chelsea's strongest 11. With that being said, Chelsea fans can be pleased with the Blues' second half display. It shows what great squad depth Chelsea have. To name an unfamiliar 11 and still get all 3 points in a league game is impressive. This will bode well immensely as the Blues will look to challenge on all fronts. And I want Chelsea to be successful in the Champions League again and the Premier League. Those are the two competitions where I want Chelsea to try and win them both. Especially the league is something that we haven't won in a long time after Antonio Conte. So hopefully you're able to win the league this season under Tuchel. But we have tough competition. But if you're able to win the league this time round, it shows that we're a strong club. We are the champions of Europe, and we will be a success in the Premier League if you compare it to the likes of United. They look very strong with their players such as the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Rafael Varane. Liverpool only making the addition of Konate, but I think that is a very strong addition. And players such as teams such as Manchester City, we all know their star-studded squad, but Chelsea is a very strong team. So we will have to wait and see how Chelsea performs at the end of this season. If you want to see more daily videos from Chelsea News TV, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the like button so I know you enjoyed the video, and share the video to your Chelsea friends and family. Click one of the videos on the screen and I'll see you there.